Got some pump-up music ready to rock and roll?
Yeah. All the best.
We're 6, McLin was 7.
All right, we'll change the score down there. Here they come, though. Time to get up. Cheer them on. So,
Citizens 6, McLin 7.
Frankie, the score should say McLin 7, Citizens 6. It's a 1-goal difference, so it doesn't make it. So it should be 7 to 6 in favor of McLin. All right, both teams are making their way out right now. Sorry about that. We're just getting all the score corrected. Our first umpire making his way down there was Mike Harris, fouled up by the McLin Burnset team. Then our second umpire, Nick Johnson, fouled up by our Citizens First team. Now they're making their way over here to the pavilion side. I tell you what, these players love it when you cheer them on. So at any given moment when they come by, cheer them on. Like I said, they enjoy it. Here they come, our first umpire, Mr. Mike Harris, fouled up by both teams. They kind of got into each other right here, but this is our McLin Burnset team in their white jerseys, fouled up by our second umpire, Mr. Nick Johnson, and then our second team in the green jerseys, Citizens First. All right, both teams are making their way back to the middle. Singing our national anthem today will be Burnset team. Wearing the number 1 jersey today will be Miguel Lees Plemos. And wearing the number 2 jersey, it's going to be the Lord of Polo, Mr. Lord Lyle. And wearing the number 3 jersey, it's the Sly Fox himself, Charlie Kinkosis. And wearing the number 4 jersey, it's Mr. Eddie Martinez. All right, now for the Citizens First team, wearing the number 1 jersey today, back for his second try here, it's Cullen Howell. Welcome, Cullen. Wearing the number 2 jersey, it's Mr. Jim Parr. And wearing the 3 jersey, it's Alfredo Ireno. And wearing the number 4 jersey, you know him as Mr. Gadget, the Stretch Armstrong arm, Mr. Alan Martinez. He's going to ride off, change horses real quick. Some of them come out on a pony to ride in the parade lap, and they'll go down there and change onto another one. Teams, let's give them both one more round of applause. Mr. Campbell's going to get ready to throw this ball in between the 2 teams, and we're underway already. And there's Miguel. Miguel Lees Plemos coming out of there with it. And he avoids a hook right there by Martinez. Miguel is off to the races. Miguel with an opportunity. But right there, Allen was able to get the hook on the mallet. But coming in there, picking up the loose ball is Eddie. That's father-son going after each other right there. And Eddie wins that battle, puts the ball right up towards the goal. Nicely done. Waiting for one of his team to get up there. But right there's Howell. Cullen had the ball for a minute. But I believe we had the umpire's whistle. Or maybe went over the end line. Possibly right there. Like I mentioned earlier, these mallets that the players use are made out of Man-U cane with a hard tippet wood head. They are legally can hook the mallet of another player as long as you don't reach over, under, or around that horse. And here's our first whistle. He's out about 100 yards from the goal. All the players jockeying for position. He puts a nice little grass burner up there, stopping the ball on a dime now. Is his player, Charlie Kinkosis. He's going to try to walk it around, put it through the goal. The other day, he wrapped one around the goalpost, and now it's sitting right there, but Cullen Howell comes through, and now taking it out of the goal mouth. That was Jim Parr. Nicely done by Eddie Eddie with a back shot, and we're going to get a goal! Eddie Martinez backs it through. So that's going to give the McLin team goal number 8. About maybe a foot area to put that ball through, and he does it. Now, all right, ball's back in play. What you're going to notice now, a unique thing to the sport of polo, the teams switch ends now. Now the Citizens first team is going to be going towards those softball fields and the McLin towards the scoreboard. And that is so neither team has field, sun, or any type of advantage. So that's why they're doing that. All right, and now here comes. Powell had it there for a minute, but now this is Charlie Kinkosis. Kinkosis with the ball. Down there in the corner. Kinkosis now leaves it behind, but no. Oh, we have an umpire's whistle, but Alan Martinez thought he had the ball right there. So he said no foul on the play. Speed comes into effect a lot on a lot of different penalties. If the horses aren't going super fast, and they're kind of like right now where all the horses are all together, it's when a lot of penalties do occur, but there's not any danger as much as when they're running up and down the field. All right, coming out of that throw, and that was Jim Parr with a little neck shot, and now kept on the field of play right there. It may have went off the end line, out of play, so it's going to be a knock-in, I believe, for the McLin team. 4.5 minutes left here. That ball went over the end line, so the umpire is going to drop it down right there for a knock-in for the McLin team. That way our flagger didn't have to ride all the way over there. Oh, I failed to mention, we do have flaggers on each end. They're goal judges, and you noticed on that first time that we had a high flag. All right, we're coming out. We've got an umpire's whistle. Umpire's whistle. Like I mentioned, you can hook the mallet of another player. You just can't reach over, under, around. You can bump and ride into each other. That's perfectly legal. This is Lord Lyle coming out that throw-in. Lyle gets hooked off the play right there by Martinez. But right there, Kinkosis, nicely done. And now we have a whistle.
The angle changed just enough.
That's why the penalty is awarded to the Citizens. So this is Alan Martinez. Martinez scorches one way up the field, trying to get it out to Alfredo. Alfredo picks it up on the near side. The near side is the left side. He shoots, but look at that. The ball's still sitting right there. Here comes Howell. Colin Howell. Colin Howell puts it through the goal. But I believe we may have had a whistle for penalty, and now coming in with the ball was Eddie, but stealing it away from him was Alfredo. Alfredo has the ball. He's going to shoot from about 30, and he puts it through. So Citizens takes advantage of the broken play. Second play. Right. Knocked down there by Alfredo. All right. This is Alfredo. All right. This is Alan Martinez trying to tie this match up. He's down to 30, down to the 20. He shoots, and Alan Martinez puts it through, tying our match up now. All right, ball's back in play. You notice some of these players changing horses. They do that on their own time. And now here comes Jim Parr out of that throw-in with the ball, but coming in on the defense is Eddie Martinez with a slap back shot, but right there was Parr to knock it down, which allows Alan Martinez to pick up the loose ball. Alan taking this one towards the goal. He's being pressured by Lord Lyle. Alan's right there. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. Just wide. Lyle put enough 3 seconds. 150. This is Eddie Martinez. Slaps the ball across the goal to Charlie Kinkosis. Kinkosis with the ball. Oh, it bounces off his horse's foot. But there's no Citizens player right there, so he had the time to stop and turn and get back to it. Now he slaps a nice pass across, trying to get it to Eddie. But right there is Allen. Allen being pressured there by Kinkosis. But look at that near side neck shot. That ball's going towards the goal, and Alfredo picks up the loose ball and just wide. So close to Citizens team. Coming out. Guns are blazing, but they're coming up just a little bit wide on a couple of opportunities there. McLin dodging the bullets. Now Eddie says, this time I'm going to scorch this ball way up next to the boards. Right over by the tailgaters. Please pay attention, because that ball can jump up over the boards. 1 minute left. And here's Miguel. Miguel Lees Planos with the ball. Takes it across the field. And now he's going to drop it off to Kinkosis. But he's being bumped off the play there by Reno. He gets a little back shot right there. It's jumped on the loose ball by Jim Parr. Jim Parr trying to walk this one towards the goal for the Citizens team. He's down to the 10-yard line. He's putting for dough, Jim Parr.
So we got those people back up. And they were.
And the team that does not win will play the next 3 chuckers against the Arden's Fine Jewelers team. So the team that wins this match will sit down for the next 3 chuckers. All right, ball's back in play. We ended with a goal down there in by the Citizens team to give them a 9-8 lead, and now Lord Lyle with a nice back shot, but here comes Alan Martinez. Martinez slowing the ball down now. Now he's going to put the horse in high gear, but the ball takes a bad hop, and Eddie Martinez is right there with a nice little slap back shot. Right here comes Miguel Lease Planos is off to the races, crossing over midfield, but look at this fast pony that Alfredo's on. He catches him, but he comes in with a little back shot right there to stop that drive. Now it's going to be picked up by Eddie Martinez on a nice dark horse right there, but Cullen Howell with a nice back shot to slow that drive down for the Citizens team. Right over to Jim Parr, heads up over there. Oh, the ball stays on the field there. But Parr is ridden off the play there by Kinkosis. Charlie Kinkosis with the ball now. Charlie goes with a little neck shot, but it bounces off the horse's pony. I mean, a horse's foot. A horse's pony. I don't know. Anyway, all right, too much tongue twisting going on here. This is Eddie Martinez. Eddie avoids the hook there from Howell. And now Eddie waiting for his team to go forward. Eddie slaps it forward, then we have an umpire's whistle, stopping the clock. To hit it, he hits it. Now Al's going to come across, but he can't get there in time, and the ball goes through the goal. So Charlie Kinkosis ties the match up at 9 goals apiece. Final chucker downstairs. They got some nice jackets, windbreakers. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Some hats in there as well. So visit Final Chucker as well as pieces of Argentina. And also visit Katie Bell's. We got an umpire's whistle stopping the clock. Katie Bell's will be serving up some. Right. And make sure you place all your recyclables in the recyclable garbage cans. Here comes Alan Martinez from 150 yards out. That ball might make it over the end line over there by our photographer. Save the ball, Dave. All right. That ball went over the end line. So Alan Martinez hit that ball 150 yards plus. Obviously, the angle was off just a little bit. But that's how far that ball can travel sometimes. That's why I tell you, when the players are coming near you on the sidelines over there, always pay attention in case that ball does come up over the boards. If it does, hold on to it. Don't throw it back out on the field. That is your souvenir. 4.5 minutes left here in our second chucker. Once again, this is our Citizens First Wealth Advisors Weekend. I want to thank them for their sponsorship. And they're down there at the north end of the pavilion having a good time. All right, here's Eddie Martinez, puts a pass over to Kinkosis. They're coming in front of the grandstands. Here they come. Kinkosis is going to slow down a little bit. And now, oh, the ball's takes a bad hop. Now Allen trying to take off with this one. Look at him go. He's going to let that pony go. And Kinkosis is going to try to chase him down. Jim Parr doing a good job keeping Eddie away from the play as well. And Alan Martinez has an opportunity. Puts it through the goal. Oh, that's Alan Martinez. All right, get balls back in play. Once again, they switch ends after every goal. Here comes Allen. He backs it out of there nicely over to Parr. Parr gets hooked off the play there by Martinez. And then this is Lease Planos. But now here comes Kinkosis. Charlie Kinkosis. But he loses the ball behind. And Alfredo had it for a minute. And then the umpire's whistle. Here is Alan Martinez once again. Martinez. Down about the 70-yard line now. Martinez tapping. He's trying to get around his father. He does that. Allen reaches back. Still with the opportunity. Lord Lyle steals it away. And we have an umpire's whistle. Alan Martinez. Allen taps once. Right through the goal. Giving Citizens a 2-goal advantage now. 11-9. All right, ball's back in play. That's coming out that throw, and Alan Martinez once again puts the ball right out there to Alfredo. Alfredo trying to get this ball. He goes, oh, it goes off the horse's foot. And now Kinkosis comes in, doesn't get the mallet on it, and it's sitting right there. Here comes Cullen. Cullen trying to get this one through. His horse is dancing around on him. And Eddie with a little back shot, but Alfredo knocks it down, then shoots and puts it through the goal. That is Alfredo Guireno. All right. So after that third chucker, we'll have the E-Flyers out here. But then after the sixth chuckers, we'll do the Stella Beer Cider. Another umpire's whistle stopping the clock. 4 seconds left here in our second chukker, and the McLin Burnset team taking advantage. And this is Eddie Martinez slapping a nice shot up the field, trying to get to Kinkosis. Kinkosis with the next shot. It falls just wide. And that's our horn, ending our second chukker. Okay, no problem. Yeah, that's
my favorite is if you're playing a total of
all right,
9 chuckers for the weekend.
hopefully it won't. He scorches a nice ball up the field, right up to Alfredo, but the ball takes a bad hop. It's sitting right there, which allows Eddie Martinez now to get to the ball. Eddie, waiting for his team to go forward. Eddie now puts another pass up there, trying to get to Lord Lyle. Lord Lyle gets ridden off the play, which allows Alan Martinez to come in, slap a back shot out of there, but it goes right there to Alan to Eddie Martinez. This is Eddie. Eddie, he's out about 40 yards. His horse is going backwards. Everyone's going backwards. And now Alfredo steals it away on the near side. But Eddie's like, wait a minute. This isn't going to happen. He slaps it back towards the middle of the field, right over there. And now, but picking it up, watch Blue Agave take off for Alan Martinez. What a pony. Blue Agave crossing over midfield. And look at Charlie Kinkosis. Kinkosis on a fast pony as well. Alan pops it up in the air. And now they're going to, what a shot by Alan right there. The offside reverse neck shot, puts the pass right over to Alfredo. Alfredo puts it through. What a play. Wow. That shot out, just seeing what he is able to do out there on a horse is just absolutely amazing. This is Eddie Martinez now slaps a back shot. Our score now, Citizens 13, McLin 9. And now puts it back up, and here comes Alfredo back out. And now it's another horse race between Alfredo and Eddie. But Alfredo's out there, puts it through the goal. Alfredo Reino. Just thinking of how much training goes into training one of these ponies. Some of these guys, like I mentioned, get them at 4 or 5 years old, and then just train them and train them and train them, and they just are unbelievable. Here is Charlie Kinkosis, waiting for all the players to clear out. And now Kinkosis, see if he's going to let his pony take off. He's going to drop it down. He's going to take off now. Charlie Kinkosis with the ball up against the boards, heads up over there along tailgating side. He necks the ball back towards the goal, but right there, stride for stride. Alan Martinez on the near side slaps it. The near side being the left side of the horse, and a nice offside back shot by Miguel right there. The offside is the right side. All right, Jim Parr had the ball for a minute, but now here comes Alfredo. Alfredo with the ball. Alfredo's going to slow it down, turn it and go the other direction. Alfredo, he's got Colin on a breakaway, but Alfredo's going to keep this one for a minute. And another stride for stride race going on between Alfredo and Kinkosis. They neutralize each other, then Eddie Martinez backs that ball. Oh, watch this. Alan Martinez stops, puts Lord Lyle in his pocket. Lord Lyle pushing. See who's going to win. This time, Alan comes out with the ball, crosses over midfield. Lyle comes in, gets a nice little hook on him, Alan, but Alan's able to still control it. Alfredo coming in, trying to keep Eddie away from Alan. And now Alan slaps the shot, trying to get up 3 minutes. 3 minutes left here in our third chukker. All right. It's going to be picked up now by Eddie Martinez. Eddie and Alfredo come together, which allows Jim Parr on the near side with a nice back shot right there. Now it's going to be picked up by Lord Lyle, but he gets hooked off the play. And now this is Alan. He's out about the 60-yard line. But coming in is Eddie, who slaps a nice near side back shot. And now it's going to be picked up by Jim, but then it was knocked back by Alan, then it was knocked down there by Eddie. Eddie Martinez. Eddie now slaps one up the field, trying to get it to Lord Lyle. Lord Lyle and Alan come together, they're bumping, they neutralize each other, and Kinkosis is right there. Charlie Kinkosis with the ball. He's off to the races, but right there comes Alan Martinez. Backs it, but right there's Lord Lyle. He's got an opportunity. He does his famous back shot towards the goal, and now it's going to be picked up by Miguel. But right there was Alan, and we're going the other direction. Right there. 2 minutes left. Eddie and Jim Parr come together, which allows Kinkosis to come in. Kinkosis gets lit up and bounced off the play right there. And now the ball's sitting right there, allows Alfredo to come in. Alfredo slaps a back shot right up the field, trying to get it to Miguel's there for the McLin team with a little back shot. And now that's Allen now. Allen avoids the hook from Kinkosis, but Eddie gets a back shot. All right, Citizens team's there. They got 3 players. 1 minute, 30 seconds. 1:30 left before our first of 3 match chuckers are done. Now we have an umpire's whistle. Allen tapping once, tapping twice. Now he's going to take off, letting that pony go. Once again, here comes Blue Agave. Here comes Alan Martinez. He scorches a gorgeous pass right up the field. Cullen's there now. Cullen comes through, and we have an umpire's whistle. All right, they call play, and here it comes. 1 minute. And that was Lord Lyle with the ball for a moment, but Alan Martinez backs it. Here comes Cullen and Miguel. They come together. They neutralize each other. This allows Eddie Martinez. He's right here in front of the grandstand. Goes for a nice shot. Goes off the heel of his mallet. Here comes Jim Barr. Jim Barr up. We have no umpire's whistle. Lord of Polo shoots. And it stopped right there by Eddie for a moment. Eddie and Allen come together. Eddie does a little neck shot, and Jim Barr's right there. There's the horn, ends our match right there, ending that chucker. All right, let's give both teams a round of applause and allow them to shake hands real quick. In the meantime, that's going to allow the E-Flyers to come down here, set up their planes real quick. We'll get them the microphone.
Score there.
But like I mentioned, once again, these 2 teams played to a 4-2 score on Friday. Rosa right out here, playing the number 2 position will be Laura Wilson. Playing in the number 3 position right here on Boomerang is Mr. Nick Johnson, the baby face himself, and bringing up the bat, the thief in the night. It is Francisco Bilbao. So that is our Arden's Fine Jewelers team. Our McLin team stays the same, which is Miguel Plenos, Lord Lyle, Charlie Kinkosis, and Eddie Martinez. Our 2 mounted umpires, once again, Mike Harris. It looks like it's also Alan Martinez as our umpire today. So we got Alan and Mike as our umpires. We will start this with a throw-in to decide which direction they're going. Playing rock, paper, scissors out there to decide which direction the teams are going, or call odd or even or something. Ready? Good luck to both teams. Our score, like I mentioned, 4-2. Ball's in play. We're underway once again here at the Villages Polo Club. Welcome everyone out here. If this is your first time, thank you for coming out. But if this is your 101st time, welcome again as well. All right, ball's in play. Eddie and Nick Johnson coming together. I want to thank Nick Johnson Fan Club. They're over there on the far side with a nice sign out in front of their little tailgate spot, beeping their horns. And this is Kinkosis off to the races. Kinkosis, the McLin team, a little bit warmed up. They're going to try to take advantage. Here's another shot by Kinkosis. He did that one on Friday, but this time it doesn't make it through the goal because right there was Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao taking the ball right up along the boards here. Here they come, right in the front. There they go. You got players out front. Bilbao's waiting to get the opportune time to smack a nice shot. Pinpoint accuracy right to Wilson. Laura Wilson. It goes off the heel of her mallet, but she's able to get back there. Laura suffered a broken hand only about a couple weeks ago, and she's out there playing hard, doing well. And now here comes Eddie Martinez. Eddie forgot about Wilson. She came in, put enough pressure on that Eddie wasn't able to get a big hit on that one. And now here comes Kinkosis to jump on the loose ball. Charlotte Kinkosis angles it nicely to Miguel Plenos. Miguel with the ball, but it goes over the heel of his mallet. Right there's Lord Lyle. Lord Lyle with a shot on goal. He shoots and it's right in front of the goal mouth. Bilbao backs it. It bounces off a couple ponies and Miguel is right there. Miguel tried to get a mallet on it. Nick Johnson, Laura Wilson, they're doing a do-si-do, ringing around the posies. Look at them just do a pirouette down there. Where is the ball? then guess who takes it out of there? The thief in the night, Bill Bow. Somehow, some way, came away with the ball, and he slaps it up the field. But right there is Kinkosis slowing it down. Charlie Kinkosis being pressured by Nick Johnson, which allows Lord Lyle to come in, take it, and now he's got an opportunity. He gets past Johnson. Lord Lyle slaps a shot past Bill Bow. Look at this. Lord Lyle is grinning from ear to ear after that play. That is the Lord of Polo. Lord Lyle putting it through. What a goal there by Lord Lyle. Scores 4-3 now. Ball's back in play. Rose Cease had a mallet on it there for a minute, but it made it all the way through the lineup, and Kinkosis picks it up. He's off to the races, but right there's Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao slaps a nice little tail shot out of there, coming through to pick it up. Lyle had it for a moment, but now Kinkosis has it. Charlie Kinkosis shoots from about 60 out, but it's a little bit off angle. He goes over the end line. Our flagger once again. Our clock continuously runs. There's 7.5 minutes per chucker. All right, Bilbao with a nice pass up to Cease. Rose Cease came down from Charleston, South Carolina to play this weekend, and she rides over it. And Wilson had it for a minute, but Nick Johnson picks it up. Now Lauren Wilson and Kinkosis come together. They're bumping. The two great ponies coming together allows Wilson to come in, but right there's Kinkosis. Now Wilson trying to get the opportune moment to hook the mallet. And now Nick Johnson picks it up. Nick Johnson comes in. He sees he's got a couple players. Laura Wilson ducks out of the way right there. Misses it from hitting it on top of her head. And Bilbao picks it up. Francisco Bilbao driving for show and putting for dough. Puts it through, giving Arden Jewelers 5 goals now. Oh, they switch ends. So Arden's Fine Jewelers, we go towards that scoreboard. Miguel had it for a minute, looked like the mallets all getting hung up with each other there. And now here comes Lord Lyle slapping a shot out to Kinkosis. There's 2 minutes. Kinkosis puts the brakes on, allows one of the Arden's Fine Jewelers to go by, and now it's sitting right there. And now Nick Johnson and Boomerang fighting away, but Lord Wilson comes through. We have an umpire's whistle. Yards out. Notice Nick Johnson, he's got to stay off the field of play. Lyle this time scorches it, but it goes just wide left. Now Johnson will be able to get back on the field. For the Polo. But all of them are for safety. 1.5 minutes. Procedures and policies, all right. Nice job right there by Wilson to duck on there another pass. Now Miguel, Lisa Plinos with a nice back shot. And Wilson knocks it down. Wilson riding her famous pony 50. And now here comes Kinkosis. He slaps it up the field. I believe that ball may have went over the side of Nick Johnson's bridles over the horse's ear right there. He's going to try to fix it. Here comes Bilbao. Umpire blows his whistle. Swish its tail while you're trying to swing your mallet, or allow your mallet to get hooked in the tail. We do shave the mane off the horse on the tail. We are down to 45 seconds, so we had a throw in right there. And Bilbao picking up right where he left off, right before that whistle. He crosses over midfield. Here's Bilbao, another horse race. You guys have been seeing some awesome horsepower out here. And look at this nice neck shot by Bilbao. There's the first horn. 30 seconds left here in this chucker, and it's slapped back by Kinkosis. They're going to try to get the ball up as close to their end, if not put it through the goal. There's plenty of time. You can make it from one end to the other in about 10 seconds. Wilson tries to get a back shot on it, not able to. And Miguel Lise Plenos jumps out of the loose ball. We have an umpire's whistle. Players all jockeying for position up the field. This is going to be Bilbao. Bilbao puts a nice grass burner up, trying to get it to Nick Johnson. Nicely done. Nick Johnson slaps it forward behind Eddie Martinez's horse. Nick Johnson on the dancing, prancing pony goes through 2 McLin players, and now he has an opportunity. Put it on the board. Nick Babyface Johnson. Advisors weekend. On the north end, so thank them for coming out. Here comes Eddie Martinez, puts a nice shot up the field for the McLin team. Here comes Lord Lyle with Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson with a near side back shot. It's knocked down there by Bilbao. But picking up the loose ball is Kinkosis. Charlie Kinkosis. Slowing it down. Now he's going to try to weave in between. Look at the Sly Fox at work. But right there's Bilbao. And the ball's sitting right there. I believe we had the umpire's whistle. Or maybe not. Yes, we did. No whistle, but then it was knocked through the goalpost by Eddie Martinez. That's why I heard a whistle. I do apologize. I thought I heard a whistle, but there was no whistle. Once again, at the end of the day, we're going to have a trophy presentation. We're going to bring all three teams up for our trophy presentation today. Stick around for that. All right, it's slapped up the field by Martinez trying to get the Lord Lyle. Right there's Nick Johnson with a little back shot. Here comes Bilbao. Bilbao's going to clear the ball out to the left-hand side, cross it over in front of the goal, and allows Miguel to come in and put a little pressure on. But right there is Bilbao. He stops, turns, goes the other way, and now he's going to drop the reins and let that pony go. He slaps his shot up the field trying to get it to Johnson. Johnson's going to have to give away there to Lyle. And Lyle with a nice back shot, but right there's Bilbao, and the umpire's whistle. Going up and down on the tailgating side as well. Lord Lyle taking this penalty. He puts it towards the goal. It's rolling. Nick Johnson stops it, but it goes through the goal. Lord Lyle puts it through. Out there, maybe dinner party plans, or who's going to buy dinner or what. They're talking a lot out there. There is a lot of communication that does go on between teammates on the field. And here it is. Eddie Martinez. Eddie puts a nice shot up the field, right out there to Luis Plenos. Miguel. Oh, it goes off the heel of his mallet. Now it's going to be picked up. Here comes Babyface over in front of the pavilion. Cheer him on. Here he comes. Nick Johnson puts a pass up the field. Guess who's there? Eddie Martinez slaps it right back up the field. And now, right there is Bilbao takes it out of midair right there. Then Lyle knocks it down. 3 minutes left here in our second chucker. Nick Johnson from an angle puts enough. Oh, not enough. So close. GPS goes recalculate. All right, dropping that ball down for a penalty. For a knock-in right there. Eddie puts a nice shot across the field to Kinkosis. And look at Kinkosis. He was off to the races. You see the ball starting to bounce around. That's why you guys are all going to go out there after the next chucker to put all those divots back into place. All right, here comes Bilbao from about 80. Just wide of the goal. Another knock-in for the McLin.
2:10.
2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Here comes a pass from Eddie up to Miguel. Miguel leads Plenos. Out there, shot 1, shot 2. He's going to go over near the boards. He's going to dig it off the boards right here on the near side. Nicely done. And now Lord Lyle comes through. It's tough to get that ball off the boards because you see the ponies, they're jumping up over the boards. That's why we have that safety zone right there. Nick Johnson fighting right in front of his fan club right there. They're probably telling him what to do over there. All right. And then Kinkosis slaps it across, but Nick Johnson listened to his fans over there. They told him to steal it and take it towards the goal. Oh, his pony steps on it. But right there, Laura Wilson in the perfect place at the perfect time. Laura Wilson at the 60-yard line. Another shot towards the goal. She's going to go to the near side with a nice near side shot. And it's right there. Nick Johnson now tails it right over in front of the goal, but we had an umpire's whistle. Eddie Martinez. Eddie, nice shot up the field. We're going to have a race between Lyle, Wilson, and Luis Plenos. And Lyle wins this one. Lyle puts the ball up the field a little bit. And now here comes Miguel Luis Plenos with a nice approach shot.
But they whistled it.
Arden's fine jewelers, the beneficiary of this one. This is Francisco Bilbao. Lyle comes in, gets a hook on the mallet. Nicely done, but right there was Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson now picks up the loose ball. Nick Johnson avoids the hook there from Lyle. He puts a pass up to Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao. Taps it behind Kinkosis. Now he puts a nice pass up the field, trying to get it to his number 3 player. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left here in our second chukker between these two teams. Here comes Eddie Martinez. Eddie now with the ball, slowing it down. Eddie puts a nice shot up the field. Bill now stops it on a dime. He knows the clock is ticking down. See if he has time to get there. Down to 10 seconds. He shoots. It's down to 8 seconds. And he puts it through before the clock expires. Francisco Bilbao.
Spelled it wrong. Oh. Bob and I used to do it like reverse letters. That's why they after a while.
We ended with a goal, so we're going to start this chukker with a throw-in right there at midfield. Umpire Harris puts the ball into play, and coming out of there with it, it was Eddie. Eddie's able to pick the ball back up. Eddie Martinez with the ball, takes it forward. And Nick Johnson putting the pressure on him there. Hooks his mallet nice. Now look at this shot by Kinkosis. Nicely done right over there. It's picked up. Oh, Nick Johnson's pony. Doing a little dressage right there, and then coming through was Kinkosis. Puts it through the goal. No. All right, ball back in play. Kinkosis had it for a minute, then slapped out by Lyle. Lord Lyle picking it up, but right there's Bilbao with the ball for a moment, but then Nick Johnson telling his team to go forward. Nick Johnson scorches one all the way up the field. Johnson is off to the races. And Kinkosis is chasing him down, but not able to catch him. Johnson just leaving that little flip shot through the goal! In their lead throughout this match so far. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. There still is time, but coming out of the backside throwing was Bilbao for a moment. And now here it comes. Eddie Martinez, Eddie and Nick coming together right there. Nick's going to have to clear out. Allows Eddie to put a nice little give and go up the field to Lyle. But Lyle right there being pressured by Wilson. Lyle's able to get a step up on her. Over there in the far side, it bounces off the boards. Lyle comes to the ball with Bilbao on his hip. Lyle gets it angled back towards the goal, slaps it out in the middle of the field, and right there's Miguel Lis Planos, but jumping on the loose ball. Watch this pony race this time. Here comes Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao with the ball, going up the field. Lyle trying to chase him down, and bounces up in the air. Out of midair, he gets it one time. But right now, Lyle's able to hit a little back shot right there. Now it's going to be picked up by Eddie Martinez. Eddie slaps it back right over to Lyle. Lyle's coming in his speed, but right there was Nick Johnson on the near side. Nicely done. Nick Johnson. Ooh, Lyle came around, tried to get the ball and snake it away from him, but Lyle's still in control. Kinkosis steals it away right there. Nick put the ball a little bit too far out, but now Nick Johnson jumps back on it, puts the ball right back up the field. Tried to get it angled back towards the goal. But right here comes Kinkosis. Kinkosis taps it under the pony. And now slaps a shot up the field trying to get it to Lyle. But this time it's going to be Bilbao. 3.5 minutes. Miguel knocks it down out of midair right there. And it's going to be picked up by Kinkosis. Charlie Kinkosis avoids one hook by Wilson. Wilson's digging and grinding, trying to put the pressure on. And now Rose gets a little bit of a hook on Kinkosis' mallet. But he's able to get the ball up the field, but right there is Francisco Bilbao. Slaps a nice shot right over to Johnson. Nick Johnson taps it once. Now he goes with a fake shot. He's got players going all kinds of ways. He's right here in front of the VIP section. Here he comes. Nick Johnson and Lord Lyle. Look at them bumping together right there. Look at those gorgeous horses. They do such an awesome job. And now, here comes Johnson out of there. Now, he gets hooked off the play a little bit. That one bounces off from
I think
Charlie a little bit there. Umpire blows his whistle. That's an undefended goal from 30 yards. Bilbao one-times it through the goal. Francisco Bilbao gives his team a 3-goal lead now. Two. Umpire puts the ball back in play. Sword fight going on there. They're all ringing around the roses. And right there was Kinkosis putting the ball up the field. Nice pass to Lyle. This is exactly what McLin needed. Lyle's going to have to go for a nice tail shot or a neck shot. He does a neck shot, but the ball's still sitting there. I think his horse stepped on it. And here comes Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson scorches one. This time Charlie ducks out of the way nicely, and he puts the ball right up there too. Laura Wilson. Wilson, nice little approach shot. And now Miguel Lee Splennis comes in. Nicely done with a little belly shot right there by Miguel to slow that drive down. And now here comes Kinkosis. Charlie Kinkosis says, Nick, go out in front of me. And Nick ducks out of the way this time. And now, here comes Eddie Martinez. Martinez with the ball, going up the field. Here comes Eddie. He puts a nice shot up the field. It bounces off the horse's foot right there. And right there, Laura Wilson taking the ball up into goal mouth, clearing it out nicely. 1 minute. 1 minute left right here. And now here's Laura Lyle with the ball, taking the ball back towards the middle. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Lyle's going to go with the famous back shot.
He did it.
No, just wide. There's the horn right before the knock-in, ending that match between Arden and McLin. Arden's on top, 9-6. Let's give both of them a round of applause. Also give Rose a round of applause. Rose is going to sit down, and her son Mason will come out for the next three chuckers. But we're going to bring out the Stella beer and Stella cider carts. It'll be time to divot stomp now. Stomp those divots. Come on. How's the cheer go?
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Come on, fellows. They're my off. All right. Matches. So this is going to be for all the marbles right here. The Arden's Fine Jewelers against the Citizens. See who's going to come out on top. Once again, this is our Citizens' first 8-goal weekend, and here we are. The ball's in play, and this is Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao puts a nice pass right up there to Mason. Mason is off to the races. Nice angled shot towards the goal. Mason Cease coming down, gets a nice ball. Mason Cease tapping, tapping. Oh, just wide of the goal right there, but an excellent effort there by Mason.
That was a smart move. He kept it low so he couldn't be hooked. Good play.
All right, gonna have a knock in there from the Citizens team. They dodge a bullet. Once again, you see the score, 6-6. These two teams fought to a 6-6 tie on Friday. So they're gonna start basically 0-0, but we put 6 and 6 up there just to make them feel important that they really played hard on Friday. All right, here comes Mason right back in. He had it for a moment. He leaves the ball off to Johnson, who puts the ball right back up. Mason out about 40 with a nice angled shot. That ball might have enough legs to get through the goal. Mason Cease puts it through. What a job right there. Look about 2 feet wide. All right, once again, they switch ends after every goal. Arden's now out on top, but coming out of that throw-in. Alfredo with the ball for a moment. Alfredo. Now he leaves it behind, but right there's Cullen picking up the ball nicely. Taps it back up to Alfredo. Alfredo with the ball. Wilson tries to get a hook on the mallet, but Alfredo says, this ball is going through the goal from about 80. What a shot by Alfredo. He's Reino. All right, balls get pulled back in. Nick Johnson jumps on that loose ball. Johnson, it's amazing how all the goals have already been scored on the north end. Johnson got bumped off the play there, and he fouled. Oh, that ball just wide. I could have swore it was going to hit the goal post, but it went just wide of the goal, but an excellent shot there. You saw Alan Martinez put the pressure on Nick, not allowing Nick to get it angled back towards the goal. And now here comes Alan Martinez in off the end line. Alan looking up the field, waiting for his team to jockey for position. Looking them all, getting on a man. All right, now Alan puts the ball across the field too. Alfredo not able to get him out on it, and Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao stops, turns. That pony he's riding right there is an absolutely gorgeous pony. And now Alan comes through. We had the umpire. No whistle. No whistle. Nick Johnson picking it up. Nick Johnson taking it towards the goal. But Jim Parr's right there with a little slap back shot. And right there, nice shot by Mason. Gets a hook on Alfredo's mallet and backs it back towards the goal. Nicely done, which allows Bilbao to come in. And now this is Alan. Just getting warmed back up. They played that first 3 chuckers and had to sit down. Now Alan's going to let that pony go. Oh, the ball rolls over his mallet. and Nick Johnson comes in now. Look at this little give and go to Bilbao. Bilbao now puts a nice slap shot right back up the field to his number 1. Here comes Mason. Nice approach. He puts the ball up there by the goal. Alfredo's there. Mason knocks it down, and that ball might make it through the goal, but Jim Parr saves the day for the Citizens team and backs it out of the goal right over to Alan Martinez. Alan now picks it up. Alan tapping it, giving instructions to his team, telling them to go forward, but Bilbao somehow, some way steals it away. That's why I call him the thief in the night. I don't know how he got that ball, but he had it. And now look at this. It's right there. And now Alfredo comes in to steal it away. Allen reaches back. Mason with a nice back shot. Nicely done. And Cullen's right there. And now Jim Parr once again saving it out of the goal mouth for the Citizens team. They're keeping the ball out of that goal, and Jim Parr carries the ball up the field, bounces off the boards, and he waits for it to bounce off nicely. Jim Parr, now he puts it out a little bit too far, and right there's Nick Johnson. He backs it nicely, and Laura Wilson stops, turns, and is going the other direction. Here's Laura Wilson, and here comes Cullen in to put a bump on her. Cullen bumps her off the play, which allows Alfredo to come in to back the ball nicely for the Citizens team. We're down to 1 minute, 55 seconds. And right there's Allen with a little back shot right over to Jim Parr. Jim Parr carries the ball forward nicely. Ooh, bounces off Allen's butt or the Allen's horse. I'm not sure which one, but right here comes Nick Johnson across the field. Look at these two, Nick and Francisco Bilbao, playing well together. Now Bilbao says, okay, right back to you, buddy. And here comes Nick Johnson right there, slowing it down. Now he's going to slap it right back off of Pony's foot right there. Nick Johnson still in control. Going to try to walk this ball right over to the goal. Nick Johnson in front of the goal with a little slap shot. Oh, he doesn't get it through the goal. He does. Here comes a knock in by Alfredo. Alfredo brings the ball in, pops it up over everyone's head. And here comes Jim Parr. He's being ridden hard there by Mason. And now Cullen. Cullen gets up on the handlebars a little bit of the Pony's neck right there. Able to regroup, but he gets hooked off the play by Bilbao. Bilbao now going to try to get this ball back over in front of the goal. Francisco Bilbao at the 60-yard line. Francisco, he hasn't go off a divot now. He angles it towards the goal, through the goal. And there's our first horn, ending that trucker. He's in high school. He's young. Yeah. He might only be about 15, 16. All right, ball's back in play. All right, coming out of there with it. It's going to be Alfredo coming up to the ball, looking over his shoulder, trying to see where his teammates are. Alfredo now clears the ball forward a little bit. And now it's going to be picked up by Nick Johnson. Nick Johnson with the ball. Looking forward, waiting for his team to go. Cullen comes in, tries to snake it away. Nick with two Citizens players on him. Now he's going to drop the hammer and take off. Nick Johnson shoots from an angle. And over the end line, just wide of the goal. Nick has been knocking on the door. I was wrong. This is Alan Martinez now bringing the ball in off the end line. Now he's going to go. Here comes Alan. Alan slams his shot way up past midfield. Here comes Cullen. Here comes Laura. They're coming together. They're bumping. They neutralize each other. Allows Jim Parr to come through. Gets a little hit on it. But right there was Bilbao. And now Nick Johnson and Alan come together. Nick and Alan neutralize each other, which allows Alfredo pick up the loose ball. Goes with a little back shot, but right there was Bilbao to pick up the loose ball. Francisco Bilbao now crosses over midfield. And he's over there by the boards. Oh, he goes off the Pony's foot. Now it's going to be picked up by Alfredo. The ball's up against the boards. Coming in, it's Alan Martinez. Allen with the ball right now, going across the field. Allen trying to zig and zag through the Arden's Jewelers players. He gets bumped off the play, but he knew right behind him was Alfredo. He scorches a nice approach shot. That's from 100 yards out. Is it going to roll? Roll, but right there's Cullen Howell to put it through the goal. He'll put it right down in front of the goal now. Ball did not have enough legs on it. All right, coming out of that throw-in. It was Bilbao for a minute, but now it's going to be picked up by Alan Martinez, who puts it up in the air. ball's right back down in front of goal. This time Laura Wilson comes through for a back shot for the Arden's Fine Jewelers, and we have an umpire's whistle. Penalty 2, 30 yards. Allen shoots. Our flag goes up. That gives Citizens. So head down there if you need one. Might not be windy downstairs, but I know it's windy up here on the third deck. All right, ball's back in play. Pony kicks it out of the way, but Bilbao still able to regain possession. Bilbao dropping down, and he's going to take off. Francisco Bilbao trying to zig and zag all the way through. Picks it up on the bounce, and now has the opportunity with a next shot, and it's going to go over the end line, out of play. But you just saw the ability of Francisco Bilbao out there today. 3 minutes left here in our second chucker. There's some absolutely awesome polo events on display today. Alan Martinez playing awesome. Each and every one of these players have played super great today. And now here comes Alfredo. Alfredo gets hooked off the play right there. I think Bilbao's mallet may have broke, but I'm not sure. But now Parr picks up the loose ball. Look at Jim Parr. And Mason's in stride for stride. Two great ponies. Mason gets a nice hook on the play right there. Nicely done. Now the ball's sitting right there. Wilson and Howell, they neutralize each other, and Nick Johnson comes through. And now Nick Johnson going to take it up here. Actually, that was actually Alfredo's mallet that broke there a moment ago. You'll see him down there changing mallets real quick. Nick Johnson puts it right up along the boards. And coming in, putting the pressure on him is Jim Parr, not letting them take off, not letting them cut back across the field. And now here comes Nick Johnson. McLin comes in from the backside. Nicely done right there. And then Nick leaves it behind for Bilbao, who slaps it back up. But it's going to be picked up by Alan Martinez. And now it's going to be picked up by an umpire's whistle. Shoots up in the air. Our flagger waves a high flag. And we are tied up once again at 9 goals apiece. 1 minute 20 seconds when the ball was thrown in. All right, here comes Johnson and Bilbao out of there once again. And Alan Martinez puts the pressure on, but Johnson takes him away from the play, and it allows Bilbao to take off. But right there comes Alfredo. Francisco Bilbao. Happy hour downstairs at Katie Bell, so head down there to get a drink. Who's going to be the first one with it? Wilson, nicely done. Take it out of there. Comes together with Martinez. Allen now. Allen still in control. Slaps it right over to Alfredo. Nicely done. Alfredo now.
Oh, nice.
Alfredo puts in a nice approach shot up the field. Cullen and Wilson coming together. They're pushing, they're shoving, they're bumping, and Wilson gets a nice near side back shot, but it's picked up by Jim Parr. Jim Parr trying to even the score back up, and Alfredo says, I will knock it through the goal, tying the match up. Well done by Alfredo. Also, final chucker and pieces of Argentina. Also, here comes Cullen Howell out of there. Nicely done. Cullen digging. Laura Wilson with a nice little back shot right there. Puts the ball up the field for her team, but it's picked up by Alan Martinez. Allen scorches a pass right up to Alfredo. He avoids the hook from Johnson. Alfredo in front of the goal, but it bounces off his mallet. And right there's Nick Johnson slapping it out of the goal mouth. But right there's Jim Parr. Parr with the back shot towards the goal, but Bilbao stops it. And we got a bump and a whistle. Alan Martinez puts it through. What a play. They take a 1-goal lead once again. Ball's back in play. Allen with the ball. Bilbao is able to get in there with it. Now Allen takes it away, and now we have an umpire's whistle. This is Bilbao. Francisco Bilbao. He's got Johnson on the fly. Bilbao still in control. He's not going to release the ball until he absolutely has to. Hear them talking to each other. Now he's going to let that pony go. But Jim Parr playing a good job right there. Slowed him down enough, not allowing him to take off. Bilbao still in control. Zigging and zagging through everyone now. Alfredo with a back shot and a whistle. Bilbao shoots. The flag goes up. He hits the golf cart that was moving as well. What a job. You have until 11. There's a lot of ones up on the board there. 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Ball's in play. It's going to come down to, I think, whoever gets the last throw. Just like a lot of different sports, the last possession wins. It's still sitting there. Horses are stopping, turning, going this way, that way. And here's Alfredo. Alfredo with the ball. Going up the field. Laura Wilson coming in, putting the pressure on. Nicely done there by Wilson. We're right there. Allen on the near side neck shot. And then Wilson's right there to back it out for the Arden's team. Right over there, too. Bilbao, who slaps a shot up the field to Johnson. Johnson picks it up on the near side. Now he goes to the offside. Him and Alfredo come together. It's a pony race between the two. They're bumping. And now Johnson goes to the near side, not able to get back in there. GM Parr with a gorgeous back shot. It's going to be picked up by Allen. Wilson tries to come in to snake it out from under his mallet. Not able to. And now Martinez scorches it up the field. Right up to his number one. Cullen Howell with a gorgeous approach out. But look at Mason chasing him down. Here comes Mason. He puts a hook out there, but Cullen puts it through. Goal of the match.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. It's gone forward right there. It's going to be picked up by Cullen. Cullen nicely done. Goes from the offside to the near side. Wilson comes through, gets a little back shot right there. Nicely done. Then it's slapped forward there by Allen. And now here comes Mason. Mason with a nice little angled shot right over to Bilbao. Bilbao and Martinez come together. Now here comes Bilbao with a nice pass right up the field. But right there once again is Alfredo. Alfredo taps the ball forward. Tapping it one more time. Mason sees is coming in, putting the pressure on him. Gonna reach down, gets a nice hook, but Alfredo's able to work through that. Now Alfredo is off to the races. Alfredo, nicely done, nice approach shot. Trying to put a 2-goal lead up on the board, but it goes off the heel of his mallet. And right there's Nick Johnson. Clears the ball out of there. His horse, I think, just threw a shoe off as well. I saw one of the horseshoes flying off down there.
1 minute.
All right, 1 minute. 1 minute left. Here comes Bilbao. He's carrying the ball up the field, but right here comes Cullen. Puts the pressure on, which makes Bilbao stop, turn, and now he's able to pick the ball back up. They're going to have to score quick. It's down to 45 seconds. And now right here comes Laura Wilson, but it's slapped out here by Cullen. Now Nick Johnson picks it up with an opportunity. Nick Johnson shoots a next shot through the goal! Ball's in play. 2 seconds. Here's our horn. It ends with a 12-12 tie. So Citizens will be our winner today. All right, players going to ride over here in front of the grandstands, then we'll bring them all back out here for our trophy presentation in just a moment. But here's Mr. Alan Martinez, Jim Parr, Francisco Bilbao, Laura Wilson, Mason, Cullen Howell, and Alfredo. Umpired as well today, but stick around. We're going to bring the podium out, and then we're going to have trophy presentation. 2 today was Lord Lyle. Playing in the 3 was Charlie Kinkosis, who took a ball to the back today from Nick Johnson, and Eddie Martinez. All right, now coming up in the second place, two of the Arden's Fine Jewelers playing in the number 1's position. We have Rose and Mason. Cease, and playing in the number 2 position, we have Laura Wilson. And then in the number 3 position, we had Babyface Johnson. And playing in the number 4 position, we had Mr. Francisco Bilbao. All right, now coming out on top, it's Citizens first. Playing in the number 1 position is Cullen Howell. And playing in the number 2 position, it was Jim Parr. And playing in the number 3 position, it was Alfredo Guireno. And playing in the number 4 position, Alan Martinez. All right, now for our MVP, our most valuable player all weekend is going to be Alfredo Guireno. What a weekend he had. Bill, get a picture with Alfredo right there. Then our second most valuable player, we'll have Nick Johnson step here. His horse, Fuego, he played in the 6 chucker. She might not make it, no, he might not make it, but Fuego. You're not sure if he likes the carrots or the tractor, or he's like, and Enrique, like I mentioned, all these grooms work very hard down there. Enrique works for Nick, rides his Bill. Want to step down? Watch yourself, Dave. This is a gorgeous little gelding right here. Comes from a Maureen Brennan out of Virginia. Nick has been riding and playing this horse. Actually, he even lost a shoe today too, I think, on his front left, right? Here we go. There we go. He says, I want to bite into carrots. Look at that MVP. Yeah, Fuego says, I'll eat that. He's one of the few that's eating the carrots. But thank you, Nick Johnson. Thank you, Arden's Fine Jewelers, Citizens First. I think we want to get a picture of just Citizens First, right, Dave? So leave the Citizens team up there. Everyone else can step now. Bill, if you want to step back up there with them.